thinking about starting a business, you already have a business, and you just want to know how to freaking get started. All right. So in this video today, I'm going to give you an actionable starter plan to actually begin your business and hit the ground running. Reason why I think this is so important. Let me back up a couple steps. So, I'm an entrepreneur who, by learning some few simple things, simple strategies, simple tools, was able to free myself from a toxic job. And, now I teach other people, how, to build a sustainable digital business through boss mentorship. Okay. So that's what I'm passionate about. If at any point during this video, you want to learn more about me or what I'm connected to, check out the comment section beneath this video, and make sure you also subscribe to my channel and hit that little notifications bell so you can get access to more information like this. So let's jump right into it. Let's give you this actionable starter plan. All right. I think it's really important for people to start business the right way from jump, so that they could begin to see results in their business. And I want to be clear that results doesn't always mean that you're going to get sales right away. Okay, because there is a learning curve. It is a process. But this is a process or actual starter plan for you to begin to get results. Okay, results might mean that you've built up an audience. Results might mean that you have people actually tuning into your message. Results might be that, you're driving people to your online business, which is your, your capture page or your email system. Okay. So these are all results that you can get. And eventually those results will, you'll begin to have conversions, which leads to sales. Okay. But what I find, and I'm just going to speak from my own personal experience, and this was even me in the beginning, what I find is that a lot of online people get stuck in learning paralysis, training paralysis. They literally get stuck there. And as a result, they never get started in their business. And then therefore, they can never really have the results that they want in their business or even begin to steamroll and build momentum, because they just never really got started, or they never really got started the right way. So I'm going to tell you, what it really takes to get started the right way. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that you want to do is when you come online and you make a decision that you want to start an online business. Okay. You want to make sure that the first thing that you do is that you pick an offer. Okay. Pick an offer. Okay. And, my recommendation has always been, and still is to this day, to pick an offer that is something that you're passionate about and that you actually use yourself or will use yourself, so that as you go along, you can begin to develop a result with that tool, product, or service. You can begin to get a result. And, however little that result is, right? You can begin to share that with your audience and say, look, this is why I love this product or service opportunity. This is the result that I've gotten so far. And here's where you can go to learn more about it. But the first thing is you have to pick an offer. Okay. So, there's a lot of dynamics that go into picking an offer for a lot of reasons. And I'll talk about those in later trainings. But there's, it's really important that you pick an offer, again, that you're passionate about, and you pick an offer that is profitable to your bottom line. That little tip was skipped over for me a lot when I was a beginner online. Like, nobody told me that a $25 opportunity wasn't going to free me from my job, and that's like real stuff that goes into picking an offer, that nobody told me this stuff. And I learned this stuff along the way about picking smart offers, picking things that I'm passionate about, because, when I picked things that I was passionate about, that passion resonated with my audience. They were like, what, this girl loves this stuff. She's knowledgeable about this stuff. The reason why I could become so knowledgeable about what I was promoting was because I was actually passionate about promoting it. It was something that, I loved. So picking your offer and picking your offer wisely is the first step. Okay. So I hope you're taking notes as I'm going along. So first, number one, pick your offer and pick your offer wisely. All right. Number two, whatever, opportunity, program, biz, service that you decide that you're going to promote so that you can start earning money online, you need to go out there and you need to set up your system. This is another step that a lot of people just never get past. And I've been there. I've been there. A couple years ago, I joined two opportunities, actually, about 2 years ago, actually. And I never set up those systems, like never set up my system at all. And that's what I find. A lot of people will pick an offer, never set up their system. Okay. So if when you set up your system, you, in your mind and also to the universe, you set an intention that you are going to begin the steps of promoting, of leading people to your, product, service, opportunity, your solution, right? But you cannot do that if you never set up your system. A lot of beginners just never set up their system. They either get stuck in tech overwhelm, they add extra steps, whatever simple steps that the program, service, or opportunity told you that you need to do to set up your system, follow that. Here's the thing. As a beginner or someone who just came online, when we talk about setting up your system, a lot of times a beginner will compare their day 1 to someone else's day 300. And they'll say, oh, well, this person has a branded, funnel, or a branded page where they're in it. Oh, I got to spend time doing that, rather than taking the system as is and just getting freaking started. Okay. So you have to get started. Okay. So get your system set up as is, right? You can tweak as you go along, but a lot of people never get started. So get your system set up. Step 1, pick your offer. Step 2, get your system set up. Okay. So that you are ready to begin promoting. Now, notice I didn't say you're going to go ahead and start promoting just yet. That's another thing that is a problem in the online space. Sometimes I'll have people, they'll join an opportunity and then they'll hop in your inbox and they've started promoting and they never took the time to actually go through training that was provided to them. So it makes you really not knowledgeable about what you're even promoting, at least the basics of what you're promoting. So you're out there promoting and you don't even know what you're doing. You're most likely giving people wrong information. And from jump, now people are questioning if you are someone who they should align with. So just make sure that you set up your system, you pick your offer. The third thing is before you even start promoting, stop, pause, and create a promotion plan. Okay, what do I mean by that? It's really important. Content is what makes your business go round. And I don't want to overcomplicate content. Okay. Content is just simply how you're going to get the message out there about your business. So what is your plan to do that? Oftentimes, if you join a opportunity or something like that, there's training on how to promote that specific offer. Okay. So what you need to do is actually now you need to take that and you need to decide for yourself, how are you going to get the word out there about what you have to offer? Okay. A content plan, a content/promotion plan. Okay. So for example, when I was promoting, I always go back to my days of promoting tea. Okay. One of the things that I did was I had Wellness Wednesdays. So on Wednesday, I would literally do like an overview of why it was important to get well and some services or some products that we had, and how it could be a solution for people who were looking to start their wellness journey. Okay. Then maybe Monday and Friday you have some other way you're going to promote. Maybe Monday you're going to, promote in Facebook groups or, whatever, but you need to have a promotion plan. Okay. How are you going to get the word out about your business? Your business isn't going to generate sales by itself. Your business isn't going to generate interest by itself. You have to begin to draw people to you so that you could begin to say, hey, I have something that can help you with the problem that you have. Let me help you with that. Okay. So establish your promotion plan before you even begin the process of marketing. Okay, so pick your offer, set up your system, establish your content promotion plan. And, you know, the step number 4 is very, very important. And it's missed by a lot of beginners, even intermediate people, honestly. This is to put boundaries around your daily action plan. Okay, what is a daily action plan? Okay, so now you have how you're going to get out there and promote. Your daily action plan is, what is your daily routine of how you're actually going to get out there and promote? You know, so let me take you back to when I was freeing myself from my toxic job, okay, in 2018. This is what my daily action plan looked like. I would wake up in the morning. I would market in Facebook groups, okay, before I even went to work. I would, what else did I do? I would record my YouTube video. So, and that took less than 5 minutes, sometimes 10. I record my video. During my lunch break at work, I would email my list without fail. While I was at work, I would email my list during my lunch break. Okay. What else did I do? When I got off of work, I would follow up quickly before I pulled off the parking lot. I would just pull aside, let everybody else leave the parking lot, and I would spend 15 minutes in my inbox or wherever following up with people who asked me for information. Okay. And then when I got home, I'd have dinner and I would do my evening promotion. Okay. Which was, again, I was back in groups because that was my primary method of getting people interested in what I had to offer. That was my routine that I did no matter what, without fail. Okay. That was my daily action plan. Okay. And then my content plan, let's go back to number 3, was that I was making videos and sharing with people how they could get, not the join my team type BS. I was literally giving people valuable information about my opportunity, you know, and how they could align themselves to get the same results with the opportunity. That was my content promotion plan, right? My daily action plan was what I was going to do on a daily basis to put that content out there, right? Which was in Facebook groups and on YouTube. Okay. But number 4, when I say put boundaries around your daily action plan, because I had mapped out my daily action plan, right? And when I was going to do certain things, I was so committed to that daily action plan. I had boundaries around it. And, you know, I think it was Eric Thomas. I think that's his name. The guy who was always yelling in his, Lord Jesus. He's always like screaming in his motivational videos. Eric Thomas. That's his name. Okay. Eric Thomas talked about protecting your dream. And literally, that's what I had to do. Even when I, at the time, right, as an absolute beginner, wasn't getting results yet, I had to protect my dream. So what did that look like? Me protecting my action plan and putting boundaries around it and protecting my dream. Oh, heartburn is something else, okay? That looked like me telling my coworkers no, I couldn't eat lunch with them because I had some things that I had to do. And it pissed some of them off. They were like, well, who is she? Oh, she has this business and she can't eat with us. And they talked about me all kinds of bad until they realized that while they were talking about me, I had built an income that allowed me to free myself. And years later, they're still stuck there. Right. So, and now they asking me questions. Okay. So I literally did that. You know, there were weekends that my friends were going out and I was like, you know what? Nah, because I, at the time, was working full time. I needed that weekend time to be able, and I'm not saying that you have to like be all or nothing, but in the beginning, there are some foundations that you have to build, and you have to be okay with that. And you have to be ready for it, right? To be able to build your authority, build your audience and things like that. So there were some weekends my friends went out and I had my action plan in front of me and I was like, have fun. I'll see you next month, maybe. You know, things like that. So, you know, even the process of that morning pre-work routine, right? When I said that I was posting in groups and getting that content out there, getting my lives out there, things like that, the things that I was doing before I even went to work, you know, I wasn't using because I put boundaries on my daily action plan, I was committed to my daily action plan, and I was protecting my dream that I was building, which was to free myself from that toxic job. Okay. Before I even went to work, before I set my foot at work, I said, I'm going to give my business some power before I even get there. So what did that do for me? What was so crazy is, like, while I was at work, I was grateful that I knew that I had planted some seeds before I came there. And I would actually, like, I had a gratitude routine. I would think, I'm going back to some of these things, right? It's amazing how sometimes we get away from the things that got us to where we are. I'm going back. But I had a gratitude routine. And I would literally, as part of my daily action plan, when I got to work, I thanked God for that job. I said, I thank God for this job because this is what's going to free me from where I am and get me to where I want to be. I thank God for the money that's going to be, from this job that's going to give me the money to fund my business. I thank God for that. I thanked God for, allowing me to wake up early before I went to work and plant seeds to grow my business. Okay. So, so a lot of people begrudge that planting process. Don't begrudge the planting process. Celebrate, thank God for the planting season and the planting process. And a lot of people just want to see those seeds grow, and they just haven't done the planting process. And as I stayed consistent with just keep planting and staying committed, I got better results. I learned more about what to do and what not to do. And I wouldn't have learned that if I hadn't been in the actual mode of actually doing. You know what I mean? I taught myself a heck of a lot by just doing. Okay. So anyways, put boundaries around your daily action plan. So let's repeat it one more time. Pick your offer. Number 1, set up your system, establish your content and promotion plan. Number 4, put boundaries around your daily action plan. All right. That's where you're going to actually get that content and promotion stuff out there so that people can see it. Right. So you have to have an action plan on how you're going to actually do that. Okay. What does that look like daily? And protect it. Protect that time. You might have to tell your husband or your kids, I need an hour a day. Bye. But that's what you have to do. It's not going to build, your business isn't going to build itself. Okay. So you have to put some boundaries around your daily action plan. All right. Number 5. This is another thing that's skipped. I did this as a beginner, and I looked with the company I was with before, the MLM company, and I looked silly. Because what I did was I just went out there and got in promotion mode, and I had no actual training plan, and I did not apply the training as I learned it. Notice I said get a training plan and then apply the training as you learn it. Well, what happened? I just got out there and promoted, and I just looked silly. I was wondering why I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. And it's because I had no training plan, and I certainly wasn't applying things, the little things that I did learn as I was learning them. Okay. Number 6. This is really, really important, as a beginner to get started, is to celebrate every win and give yourself freaking credit. Okay, what do I mean by that? Again, a lot of beginners come online and they're like, if by next week or by the end of this month, I don't make, $500, $1,000, or, even if they don't make a sale by next week, I'm a failure. This is a failure and this is a scam. Like, that's literally what people put together in their heads when they come online. But while you're giving up on yourself and you're giving up on your business, what you failed to notice is that maybe you should start giving yourself credit for smaller wins, and then those could steamroll into bigger wins. First of all, if someone ever likes one of your pieces of content, that means somebody's watching. That should be your first win. You got someone looking at what it is you have to offer, right? Increasing the amount of people who went to your capture page and opted in. That's a win, right? Because over time, that's just, you keep putting your message out there. Trust me, you're going to win. Okay. So give yourself credit for every win. You know, the other thing is too, like I hear people say sometimes, this is a good example. Like sometimes when you have opportunities that are like tiered, like let's say it was like a $25 level, $100 level, you know, a $250, a $500, $1,000, right? Beginners that get their first $25 sale, and they're like, I only, keyword only, I only made $25, and they'll beat themselves up so much because they didn't make yet their $500 sale or that $1,000 sale. I only made $25. It's like you're defeating yourself before you even gave your business time to build momentum. You said I only made $25 sales. But let me tell you something. When I first started in my first instant pay opportunity, right? For almost, I won't say 30 days, but like the first 20 something days, I only really made like a $25 sale. But I tell you what, I was doing lives about how people can put an extra $25 in their pocket. I was like, I'm so grateful for this extra $25. Do you know what you could do with $25? I was celebrating that $25 like it was $1,000 I was celebrating it. I was telling people why they need an extra $25 a day in their pocket. I was celebrating that. I wasn't beating myself up because I didn't have, you know, a $100 sale or a $500 sale. I was celebrating that 25. But guess what happened? People began to see my consistency with preaching a message. I don't want to say preaching, but sharing a message and being grateful for what this opportunity was doing for me. I was taking pictures of my grocery cart and saying to people, man, I know a lot of people, extra $25, I mean, they didn't have to put something back. This is what this opportunity did for me. So guess what ended up happening, right? Thankfully, I did not close up shop because I wasn't immediately getting the results I wanted. Because I'm going to tell you what happened the week after. The week after, right? This is in a 30-day period. All of a sudden, I think that week I made like $600. And I was like mind blown because I could not keep up with the amount of people that were like knocking down my door to sign up. And I was like, what happened? But people had been watching me those 3 weeks previous. They were watching my consistency and my message. They were watching that I was grateful for with the little bit that I had, what it was doing for me. And I was telling them how $25 extra could change their economic reality. Right? So then the week after that, those seeds that I had planted those weeks previous manifested itself that week after. Right? So a lot of times the seeds you planted, you know, a week before, 30 days before, 90 days before, they'll manifest, but sometimes we don't even give ourselves time for things to manifest. You know, we give up on ourselves before we get to that manifestation stage, and that's really sad. Don't do that to yourself. All right? So celebrate every win and give yourself credit. Give yourself credit for staying committed to your action plan. Give yourself credit for staying committed to your action plan. Get you a planner and mark off 30, put 30 check marks. And if you stay committed to your action plan for 30 days, right, give yourself credit for that. All right. And then the last thing is, this is part of a manifestation routine. I think it's very important for beginners to have this as part of their starter plan, which is to visualize where you are headed and why you want to go there. Visualize where you are headed and why you want to go there. So for me, I knew that working at that toxic job, that I needed to be free from that because it was emotionally abusive. It was causing me anxiety every day. I was crying. I wasn't getting paid enough. And for me, I was able to visualize myself not having to set foot in that place. And my why was that all those things I said. I was tired of having anxiety. I didn't want that anymore. And I was visualizing what's the word? I was visualizing a workplace where it was peaceful. And what was so funny is that when that manifested, I did a lot of lives from where I was showing people, oh, I'm working today. I'm going for a walk. You know, I'm working today. I'm in a coffee shop. And people were just like, what? You know, a lot of people wanted that for themselves, but I had been manifesting that, visualizing that for myself while I was taking those action steps along the way. I didn't just get mad when I didn't get there. I was like visualizing myself getting there and what it would feel like when I got there. And then when it happened, it was just surreal. It felt so surreal. Okay, so visualize yourself where you are headed and why you want to go there. So let me repeat one more time, everything together. Pick your offer and pick your offer wisely in terms of something you're passionate about that resonates with what it is you want to do or something you're going to utilize. And also that is smart for your economy. Okay. 2, set up your system. Okay. And set up your system in a simplified way. Don't try to do the most. Don't do it. Step 3, establish your content and promotion plan. And that could be very simple. You could just get a notebook, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What message are you going to try to get out there? All right. Number 4, put boundaries around your daily action plan. Okay. Step 5, get a training plan. And as you learn, apply what you're learning. Don't get stuck in training paralysis. That's another, thing that beginners get stuck in, is training paralysis. Been there, done that. Okay. And then step 6, celebrate everyone and give yourself credit because you deserve it. Okay. Step 7, visualize where you're headed and why you want to go there. That should be at the top of your action plan so that when you're tempted to not take action, you're like, you know what? I said I was going to free myself from this job. Right. If I don't take these action steps, I'm not going to free myself from this job. I said that 2019, I'm getting out of debt. If I don't take these actions, I won't get there. Okay, so make sure you visualize where you're headed and why you want to go there. So I hope that something that I said today through this action starter plan for beginners really resonated with you. And if you are looking for an actual training plan that can take you from where you are to where you want to be in your business, whether you are a beginner, whether you're intermediate and you're ready to scale up, or you feel, you just want to go to a different place in your business, or you want to start a business fresh and brand new and you want someone to teach you from the beginning how to set your business the right way. What I would like to do is connect you to what I'm a part of and what I'm learning as a digital entrepreneur and what has really helped me in my business. All right. So what I want you to do is check out the comment section below. There'll be some information about that so that you can get connected to me. You can also connect with me on Facebook and reach out to me and message me or email me. Okay. My phone number is somewhere down there too. All right. So here's the success in your online business. Take this, apply this, go win. And thanks for letting me give you some boss mentorship. Bye guys.